We're live here from Boreo's on 8891 McDonald's Parkway in Cicero, New York, with this beautiful view behind us. It is only fair to share this view with you. So I'll let you see what that's what's right behind us. Plenty of people getting married out here, having a great time out here, getting reunions out here. The bridal shower for my bride was out at Boreo's 8891 McDonald's Parkway. Just all year round, even in the winter, you got to see it with the snowmobiles and the ice. Perfect. You could literally take your snowmobile right up to the door of Boreo's, which is wonderful. So happy to be back here. Dan Tortora of Dan Tortora Broadcast Media with Robert Drummond of Raps, and also a former NFL, CFL, and Syracuse Orange football star. I'm going to start there because we talk about the Syracuse greats, and that's what I hear all the time is the Syracuse greats. Who goes down in history? You look at running backs, and people always say Jim Brown, Floyd Little, Ernie Davis. But I'm going to say another name that didn't wear 44, and that's Robert Drummond. You were part of one of the biggest moments in Syracuse football history in going undefeated, and back when you could tie in a bowl game, you were back playing for Syracuse, going up against Auburn in that game that happened down in New Orleans. So I want to look back on your history a little bit and what you really took away from everything you accomplished at Syracuse that I feel like sometimes will go unnoticed.
You know, the thing I took away from really was a learning experience, more for the simple fact of when I first got to Syracuse, I didn't know what to expect. I'd been playing football, since I was 5 years old, and I had no expectations or aspirations or idea what I was getting into, but I got to Syracuse, and one thing I learned when I got to Syracuse was a work ethic that I could become personally the best athlete I possibly become if I worked hard at it. And being around a group of guys, Don McPherson, Daryl Johnson, Marcus Paul, the late Chris Ingram, those guys taught me that, through teamwork and hard work, we can go out there and be the best possible people and team that we can possibly be, and that's what we did.
When you look back on that season and that final game, I want to go into that Auburn game in New Orleans, where you have said to me before and back on the field that Auburn didn't beat you, they didn't tie you, you won that game because it was them at the end of the game that had to kick a field goal.
It was just funny. When we came down that season, for that bowl game, all we saw was Auburn. They basically were sitting there just walking around because they were the SEC champs. And at the time, everyone considered SEC the best conference in the land, so they just walked around with this stigma about them that we were supposed to bow down because they were Auburn from the SEC. We didn't. We were Syracuse University Orangemen, and we came out there and we were going to do what we did all year long. That year was punch them in the mouth, is what I always said. And I think from the first play, they were shocked because we weren't backing down to anybody. We didn't care if they were the SEC. We didn't care if they were the Pac-10. We didn't care if they were the Big West or whatever conference. We felt that we belonged on that stage, and we played like it.